1 year ago, Thursday night's duels certainly did not disappoint. Look at that finish. Bubba Wallace, the winner in duel number 1, and this one was so close, we had to call it twice with Austin Cindric winning his duel race. Eric Jones disappointed after thinking he beat Cindric to the line, but that's the way it is here at Daytona. In the duels, Thursday is always one of, if not the most exciting days of racing in any speed week. Welcome to the America 250 Florida Duel at Daytona.
Members, the drivers, everybody is ready to race, and sometimes that leads to good results, and sometimes we see some mistakes early in these races. Got to take a deep breath.
These guys are professionals, and they're going to show this. It usually catches me off guard every year how fast they adapt and how quickly they start moving to the front.
They start double wide. We'll see them 3, maybe even 4 wide as this race unfolds. There'll be at least one pit stop to get through 150 miles in Daytona. Green flag, and duel 1 is underway.
And you see right off the bat, Chris Buescher up behind Joey Logano to get himself in a position. We talk about the RFK cars, we talk about Joey Logano and the Fords. It's going to be interesting to see what the plan is with each manufacturer. Every one of these manufacturers is going to have somewhat of a plan. You see Corey Heim up there. He's not somebody that they're used to racing with up in the front of these packs. So a lot of things to be learned on a whole bunch of levels.
Ryan Preece on the inside, taking him off turn number 4, but Bowman comes up right behind Kyle Busch to the line, and Preece will lead lap 1. He led the last lap at the season exhibition race at Bowman Gray Stadium.
I'm glad you brought up Heim too, Kevin. These guys don't know him either. They want to learn that trust, and he needs to earn that trust, and this is a good opportunity to do just that.
Well, and he doesn't know either, right? We talked about how fast his car is, and he wants to get in there and mix it up because he knows this is a great opportunity for him to learn at the front of this field. So really a lot of lessons will start to unfold as we get closer and closer to the end of this race, but you got to try to keep yourself positioned up at the front of this pack to have a chance to win.
Heim will run his first of 12 Cup races this year on Sunday in the 500. He's the reigning Truck Series champion, but without a full-time ride in any of NASCAR's 3 National Series this year.
Yo, what is up? Welcome back to another episode, and today we are doing our duel at Daytona. Our first race at Daytona, qualifying for the Daytona 500. We're going to be doing 32 laps, half of the actual duel, and yeah, sit back, enjoy as we do some great NASCAR oval action. Alright, I'll see you guys on the flip side.
Car outside. We're just 52.6. He's still there. P11. Still there. You're clear up top. Outside. 4 is now in the lead. Still there.
People ask me all the time why I don't play NASCAR 25. One simple answer: they don't have VR, as you can see, man. So Assetto Corsa is just so great. It's a sandbox. You can do anything you want. NASCAR is another great addition to this game's awesome modded lineup. So I've gotten all of these oval tracks from a mod. I saw a mod pack. I'll put the link in the description. Also with the AI traffic as well. As you can see, we are side by side for like 2-3 laps. The AI race is great. As long as you respect them, you give them space, You can have some great fun oval action here. They also pit great I go too close to the edge. Almost lost it there, but we caught it. All right, yeah, but like I was saying, man, the AI with this mod, fantastic.
Sitting fastest lap for Swarms, 46.4.
At it right there. I watched Logano move down on the bumper. They kind of got stacked up getting into one with Heim on that outside. Logano pulled right down there to the bumper of his teammate Blaney. Keep an eye on those two cars.
Now, you might think the Ford would be with them because Cole Custer was in Ford last year. The team has now switched to Chevrolet for Assetto Racing. So on the inside, Ford Chevy.
Now this is where I'm interested to keep an eye on Kyle Busch, your pole sitter, if that thing doesn't get tore up tonight, Kevin.
Well, he's got himself shuffled back there to 7th or 8th place, and now this is when it gets exactly what he talked about in our pre-race interview. I don't want to be 3 wide, so right now as he's starting to shuffle his way to the back of the field, that's when the anxiety starts to go up for our Daytona 500 pole sitter.
I want to get to the bottom right there and probably get myself out of this scenario. Still getting a good feel for his car and dirty air and things like that. He wanted to hear that, check that box, and that's what he's doing.
Look at that 99 Corey LaJoie, just ahead of Brad Keselowski. He has teammates in this race, and he is bracketed by them right now. Chris Buescher in front in the 17, or 16, 17, and then Brad Keselowski in the 6 right behind. So he's in a great place. He's in the rocking chair, and if he can ride between those 2 other RFK Fords, he'll be in the 500 rigging.
Mike, I asked all these teams about that specifically earlier today. Would you help the 99 at all, or would you just let him do his own thing? And they all said, our best plan of attack is to get all 4 Roush Fenway Keselowski Fords lined up in the front of the pack, and we think we can control the race if we do that. If we do that, we don't have to worry about where the 99 is.
And there they are, led by Ryan Preece, 4 of them.
Like that in the field, you can be very aggressive with those types of plans because the energy of the pack is not as great as it will be on Sunday. It's harder to make passes, but when you have the confidence in knowing that your teammates are behind you and you're going to make a move and you're planning your strategy, all those things make it easier when you know you have the numbers.
I want to give a tip of the cap to the other RCR car. Obviously, we saw the 8 car kind of push on the pole, but how about his teammate, his 3 car, lead the charge? Brought some steam down here this year, didn't they, Kev?
Well, we always know that RCR puts a lot of emphasis on these super speedway races. But some years it's better than others. We see the speed out of Kyle Busch's car on the pole. Austin Dillon was no slouch, qualifying right up there in 7th. So now you're seeing that car be able to lead the pack, and that's what you want to do. And I know that you can go and move from the front to the back, but in the end, you still want to try to have the best track position that you can so that you can control the race.
If I'm selling cars, I want to sell that car right there. You see on the inside, John Hunter Nemechek, lone wolf right now, the only Toyota in the pack up front with these Fords and Chevys. Holding a pretty wheel.
You got a good stat on that yesterday.
Yeah, of all the drivers in this field, many would be surprised to learn that Nemechek has the best average finish of all the drivers in this field that have started Daytona 500. Former 500 winner Austin Dillon in the number 3 leads Ryan Preece, Chris Buescher, and John Hunter Nemechek.
Inside. Conrad Custer still there. Clear down low. Got a car on the inside. Clear to the inside. Still there. E12. Still there. Still there. Still there. outside. Still there. It's a new quick lap for unit check 46.3. Still there. You're clear on the inside. Clear on the inside. Got a car on the inside. You're clear down low. Car inside. Clear down low. Clear up outside. Take a quick round clear up phone 46.2. Clear up 10. Inside. Car ahead of us is good loss. Still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. 3 wide, outside. Inside here. Clear inside. Outside. He's still there. Clear outside. E9. The next guy ahead of us is 4. Outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Pusher is now in the lead. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. You've just done a 46.6. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Your tire turns look good. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear to the outside. Car outside. You've just done on 46.9. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Got a little bit of air right here. Clear outside. Home is now leading outside, outside, outside. Still there. You're clear up top. Guy ahead of us is 4. You're 7. That's a new fastest lap for Suarez, 46.0. outside tires have some minor wear. P5, the next car ahead of us is Dylan. Inside. Inside's clear. Outside. Still there. Clear outside. The next car is Spice. Is now leading the race. Inside. Clear low. We've got some minor wear in front tires.
Okay. It's been 102 days since those drivers or those crews went over the wall to service these cars, but don't worry, they're in tip-top shape.
And they need the reps just like the drivers do. The drivers spend a lot of time in the simulator. The crew guys spend a lot of time behind the shop or at the shop doing pit stop practice, training in the gym. So you need those live competition reps to really get the bugs worked out of everything.
Seven laps complete. Let's take a look at the Xfinity fastest lap so far. Ryan Preece, 190.69 miles per hour, 47.20 seconds. Brad Kay and Casey Mears. That would be a PR lap. Mears in the draft, trying to work his way toward the front and qualify for the 500. He's back in 21st. Jamie?
John Hunter Nemechek right now in 8th, led 3 laps earlier. What a day he has had. He flew with the Thunderbirds earlier today. When he got done with that, went over to the Craftsman Truck Series garage where he hopped aboard for practice. He's one of those in that stacked field for tomorrow night. Right now, just telling his team he's trying to go somewhere, but he just can't. He doesn't have many friends. There's only 3 other Toyotas in the field, so he's riding.
I noticed a big difference in his driving last year about Sonoma time. And I talked to Jimmy Johnson, his car owner, and I said, what has been the difference? Because his finishing rate's improving, his running position's improving. What did you do? He said, we kind of slowed him down. We asked him to be not quite so aggressive, to take his time, think it through, plan those moves, and it's paid off. Battling here for 5th place as Ryan Preece leads duel number 1 after 28 laps.
This car outside. Still there. Outside's clear. Good. Got some minor wear on your front tires. You got a lot of wear on your right rear tire. You got cold front tires. Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear up top. First car ahead is Logano. Bit of wear on your left side tires. You got a good bit of wear on your right side tires. Outside, outside. Still there. Clearly outside. E7. On the inside. Still there. He's still there. Clear down low. Outside him. Still there. 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 All your tire temps look good. Still there. Clear up. Outside. Still there. 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 That lap was on 46.9. He's still there. 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 Left rear tires got a little bit of wear. That's pretty good wear on your front tires. Still there. Still there. Busher is on leading. Still there. 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 Clear outside.
What everybody has, we're going to see pushing. We're going to be seeing everybody push and shove as hard as they can. We see all those Fords stacked up at the front, those guys that were able to pit and get that caution to come out.
Well, right now, I might give you the front row and let you take the field, because Chris Buescher and Joey Logano, those names were on pretty much everybody's lips looking at favorites for this one.
Well, you see right there, Chandler Smith, he's being aggressive, going to the middle of the pack. Gets to the inside of...
Just ahead and to his left, and that's who he's racing.
That's exactly
Make the
right.
500, door to door.
Who wants it?
Yeah, right there, all those alliances with your manufacturer. Chandler Smith doing what he had to do. Put Ryan Preece in a really bad spot and send him to the back of the pack, one of our best cars in the field.
That's that lesson learned, that you need to get out of the way right here early. Don't make that mistake in the closing laps 10 to go in the 500. You won't be able to get back up there. big time pushes.
And just for everybody at home that doesn't know, the open cars in this field are running 5th and 6th right here. Corey LaJoie and Chandler Smith. So there's a race within this race. You've got the guys that are going to lead the pack to win, and you've got one car that is going to make this field.
Yeah, it's the third car in both lines. That blue and gold car on the bottom, and the white and blue car on the outside.
Only one of them will race here on Sunday.
A lot closer than both of those guys wanted it to be on either scenario.
Guys, they're bending the floor pan now, baby. 46.33. Everybody just ran the fastest lap of the race right there.
Well, you can throw all the fuel mileage, all that stuff out the window. Let's see what we got. Oh, big push. Got really close to that outside.
Well, we know Brad Keselowski is one of the best at this super speedway racing, but we've also learned and watched him through the years.
Joy got loose off the four.
Not be scared to push as hard as he can, and he pushed Chris Buescher all the way down into turn 3 really aggressively, and that car was really out of control. Joey Logano in control of this race right now.
Logano looking for his 4th dual win, tries to come down and could not clear the 17 of Buescher.
Not necessarily the best scenario for the RFK cars. You would really want LaJoie in front of to control your destiny a little bit more, but that's not going to be the case right here.
And I promise you right now, they may have talked that before the race, but right now it's about winning this race and what you need to do for your car.
Well, it certainly is for those two on that outside.
Watching back for the Hot Brothers Pizza Cam on Joey Logano's car. And his Penske teammate, Ryan Blaney. Chandler Smith now up in the transfer spot.
You see Kyle Busch right there. He said, I've had enough. This is too aggressive for me. I don't know that I have the car to be able to win this race. Drops back and will be the pole sitter for the Daytona 500 with the same car in protecting it right now.
Smart move.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear low. Inside here. Still there. Still there. Clear to the inside. Buescher is now leading the race. Outside. Clear outside.
Teammates on the outside, teammates on the bottom.
And it's 4 Fords from 2 different teams. Roush Fenway Keselowski on the inside, Team Penske on the outside.
We see Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano get connected really well. The bottom did good for a little bit, and Corey LaJoie came disconnected, but they've since have a little bit of space on the top. You see Logano right there. Looked like he drug some brakes trying to get himself back to Ryan Blaney.
And look what it did. Look at that power surge down the backstretch.
Boy, those RFK Fords have speed. Joey Logano wins his 4th duel, 2019, 2020, 2023, and 2026 for the Middletown, Connecticut driver. Most among active drivers. And let's see, who picked Logano in the pre-race?
I don't remember.
Well, if I'd been in the pre-race,
that's who you were going to pick.
Clint couldn't remember his pick.
I picked Chris Buescher.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was a good pick, but
strong car. Hate to see all those cars get torn up.
And there is Casey Mears, who unofficially
look at the damage on that
his
car.
14th Daytona 500 start on Sunday.
He was clearly in it.
You're from Bakersfield, where the Mears name is legendary.
Well, the Mears gang in Bakersfield, if you raced, that's who you rooted for. So Casey Mears.
Guys, watch this. Watch